Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is August 15th, 2024, and Barcelona continue to have a big problem with their registrations, with La Liga set to begin for Barcelona in only 2 or 3 days. Also, it has been confirmed the jersey number of Pau Cubarsí, and finally, the club have met with Fermin Lopez in order to offer him a contract extension. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo. And before I begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you head to Kickback, Goal Kits, or Fanatics. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you head to Bet Us, where not only can you place bets on Barcelona matches, but you can place bets on all sporting events from around the world. All links are down below in the description. Now I begin with the news that Barcelona still have a big problem with registrations, with many players not registered yet, and with Barcelona set to kick off La Liga in only 2 days against Valencia in Mestalla. Now, as I reported before, Barcelona's Barca Vision deal that they signed with Audemars has yet to be validated by La Liga, which is a big problem as far as registrations. Also, as we found out, the Audemars deal, or the Barca Vision deal with Audemars, is not going to be enough for Barcelona to reach the 1-1, which is going to be a big problem for registrations. As such, Barcelona have a big need, a huge emergency need to offload as many players as they can, players that they don't need, of course, in order to register the players that they do have and that they do need. Now, it is reported that La Liga will accept registrations up to 5 minutes before the Valencia match. So if Barcelona can register a certain player 5 minutes before that match, then that player will be able to participate in that match. And so far, these are the current players that Barcelona have registered with La Liga. As you can see on your screen, for goalkeepers, we have both Ter Stegen and Iñaki Peña. In defenders, we have Cubarsí, Alejandro Valde, Ronald Araujo, and Andreas Christensen. We also have Jules Koundé, Eric Garcia, and Lenglet, who of course is on his way out. Seems that he's headed to Atletico Madrid. As you can see, Íñigo Martínez has not been registered because Barcelona were only able to register his first year of contract, and now they're working on registering the second year of contract per Hansi Flick's request. And Íñigo Martínez, even though he does have a clause that would allow him to terminate his contract, despite if he's not registered, he's still willing to wait until the final day for Barcelona to register him. And as far as midfielders, we have Gavi, who of course is injured, Ferran Torres, Pedri, who's also injured, Fermin Lopez, Frankie de Jong, who's injured, and then Ilkay Gundogan. And when it comes to forwards, we have Robert Lewandowski, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, and Ansu Fati, who's also on his way out. And curiously so, as you can see, he doesn't have a jersey number. So even though Barcelona were insisting that Ansu Fati would wear the number 10, seems like they have taken that away. So we'll see whether Barcelona will give it to someone else or whether they will reserve that number for a future player. And now, as you can see from this list, or as if you saw a few moments ago, it has been confirmed that Pau Cubarsí will wear the number 2 jersey. The number 2 that used to be worn by Dani Alves will be worn by Pau Cubarsí, which of course is a huge testament to how much the club think of Cubarsí as being, one of the future center backs of the club. Of course, he had a wonderful season last season, so it's really good to see Cubarsí being, rewarded with that number 2 jersey. Of course, Cubarsí and Lamine Yamal were registered, I think it was last month, but they were registered under a special rule, a rule that La Liga instituted, where you can register emerging talent from your reserve teams. So that's the rule that they were registered under. So that means that next summer, Barcelona would have to re-register them under the normal financial fair play rule. But of course, hopefully Barcelona next season won't have any problems with registrations because it's expected that the Nike deal will be done. Hopefully the entire Barca division will be done. The full 100 million euros will be recovered. And of course, we will have the Spotify Camp Now, who will dramatically increase the revenues of Barcelona. Now, another player that has not been registered is Dani Olmo. Even though I have seen people talk about how Dani Olmo is registered, that is false news. Dani Olmo has not been registered yet. And as I told you a few moments ago, Barcelona do have until 5 minutes before the Valencia match to register players for that match. But it's reported that even though it will be, or it's expected to be a tough match, Barcelona will not be rushing to register Dani Olmo. It's not a total priority for the kickoff match. And that's because Dani Olmo has only had a few trainings with the team. So even if he is registered, he's most likely not going to play in that match because he just arrived, last week. He's only had a handful of trainings with the first team. So that's why Barcelona are not going to rush to register him for that first week. We'll see how long it will take the club to register him. Of course, Barcelona only have until the end of the summer transfer market to register all the players. Those who don't get registered by then, they'll have to wait until the winter transfer market. So they'll spend the entire first half of the season without playing a single minute. Now on to more news, because it's reported that Barcelona have met with Fermin Lopez in order to discuss his contract extension. Now, Fermin Lopez just recently extended his contract with the club until 2027. However, Barcelona are so happy with his performance and with his breakthrough. They have met with him because they want to give him an even longer contract. They want to secure the future of the youngster with Barcelona for more years. They also want to give him a higher salary, a salary that's reflective of his skills and talent. And also it's reported that they want to give him a performance bonus because, again, Barcelona are very happy with Fermin Lopez's breakthrough, from the great season that he had with Barcelona all the way to the Olympic gold that he just won with Spain. Barcelona are very, very happy with him, and they want to reward his efforts by giving him this new contract. Now, the meeting already took place between the club and the player. So the next step, it's expected that Barcelona will make him an official offer to reward our young warrior, who I cannot wait to see what he'll do under Hansi Flick. And now we will end today's video with the news regards about Toni Fernandes, because it's been revealed that Juventus tried to sign the player and made him a very lucrative offer, but the player refused. Now, the 17-year-old center forward is one of the most promising players currently in La Masia. In fact, he is so promising. Hansi Flick called him up to the preseason. He traveled to the US where he had several minutes in the friendly matches that Barcelona played. And Barcelona think very, very highly of Toni Fernandes. And in fact, they just renewed his contract a few weeks ago. And as I told you when I reported about that news, is that he had very lucrative offers from other clubs. However, he rejected all of them in order to stay in Barcelona. And one of those offers has been revealed was from Juventus, who offered him 20 million euros for 4 seasons. So they were offered to pay him 5 million euros per season, way more than what he's currently earning in Barcelona. But despite that, the youngster said no. He wanted to stay in Barcelona. He wants to succeed in Barcelona, which goes to the point that I talked about in my previous video when I discussed Unai Hernandez, that this is why it's very important to count on La Masia players, because not only do they not cost Barcelona any money, these are the kind of players who love the club with all their heart. And those are the kind of players who will always leave it all on the field for this club because they grow up in the club and they love it like no other player can, even when players sign for Barcelona and say it's always been their dream to play for our club. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. I uploaded 2 other videos before this one. This is the 3rd one today because there was a lot of news coming out of Camp Barca today. So make sure to check all of them out. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. And as always, Peace, Barca.